puppy people. Jude the Puppy Nanny here. My puppy won't share. He guards his stuff. Well, that's not so uncommon or to be not it is to be expected. In the dog world, possession is 9/10 of the law. And even an adult dog will not overpower a puppy to take its bone. The wanting dog will lure the dog who has possession to get it for sure. And I've seen that many times, perhaps you have as well. Um, but they don't overpower them. This dog here is guarding his food dish. Now, that's not so good because we call that resource guarding in the training world, and it means that your puppy is unwilling to give up an object when you ask. So if your puppy growls at you when you attempt to take something from him, or in that previous picture, if you were to bend down to take the food bowl, you need to change that behavior right away. If it's not corrected when puppy is young, it turns into a major problem, and it's a safety issue, not only for you but for the dog, because if the dog were to take something or not give it up, and there's a child involved and there's a bite involved, then it's going to be a huge, huge issue. And if you don't know what to do, or you're not feeling safe enough to do anything, get professional help right away. Here we have a woman teaching her puppy to leave it or off. And that is one of the great ways in dealing with if you ever see any beginning issues with resource guarding, you teach the puppy that if he gives it up, he will get something good. And so we teach off. And I've put a picture of some yummy treats that you can add to a food bowl. We'll talk about those in a minute. And there, of course, is Miss Emily. She's sitting nicely waiting for her dinner, which is one of the things we're going to do to train your puppy to not guard his or her resources. So we're going to, first of all, always ask your pup to sit before you put the food bowl down. You're going to train your puppy to leave it. Now, I use the word off, but it means the same thing. For me, off means remove all body parts from that object. So whatever word you use, whether it be leave it or off, that's what you need to teach. And it's always a good idea to hand feed your new puppy for at least a week, all meals. Get everybody involved and start early. And if your puppy's already, 11, 12, 13 weeks old or even older, it's never too late because it establishes a bond between you and your puppy. And it also teaches puppy that food, good stuff, comes from you. And that's important. Now, one of the things, too, you can teach your puppy, they talk about, oh, leave the dog alone, he's eating. That's fine for an adult, mature dog. But for a puppy, you don't want to leave him alone. You want to be by him. And one of the ways that you can do this and help him to learn that good things come from you is to put his food bowl down on the floor, then sit on the floor beside him while he's eating, and every now and then take one of those little tidbits, like a tiny bit of cheese or a little bit of meat or chicken or something, and throw it in his bowl. And he'll kind of go, wow, oh, that was good, something good. And the last one I've listed here is called The Delinquent Waiter, and that's directly from Dr. Ian Dunbar, and I love it. You put the food bowl with one piece of kibble in it on the floor. Well, pup looks at you like, where's the rest? And then you pick it up and you put another piece in and put it down. So you go through this for the entire meal. You can put in more than one. You can put in one or two, but just a very few, so that pup begins to realize that from you comes his food, and therefore you have the right to take it away and put it down, and he will soon stop guarding his bowl because he knows that when you reach for his bowl, it's going to mean something good. Leave it has to come in your pup's mind. It needs to come to mean something better. It needs to equal something better. So if your puppy has a toy and you say off or leave it, he gets a treat in exchange. If he's prepared to give up his food bowl, you add good stuff to it. if he has something that he shouldn't have, like your shoe, a favorite toy appears or a treat. It's a trade-off because you want him to understand that if he leaves it or lets it go, then something better will show up. And that could be something added to his bowl, or it could be a treat, or it could be his favorite toy. Eating alone fosters protectiveness. That's my line, because a puppy who's never disturbed while he's eating begins to think he's really king of the hill. So that's why I'm very keen on your adding to his food bowl, putting your hand in, and start it early when he's very young. Now, what do you need in terms of training your puppy? I've put together a course called the Puppy Nanny's 4-Paw Training Pattern, and it's an online program that has 6 modules in it, and in those modules there are all kinds of resources in both the written form, video. There's a chart that you can post on your wall or on your fridge where everybody can check off what they have been doing with Puppy today so that you're always on the same track. There is there's audio as well. So however you choose to learn, it'll all be there in those modules. And it will get you on your way to turning your puppy into your dream dog. And all of that is available for $67. I will put the link in the description. And you know what I always say, isn't this a wonderful picture? You see, there's a theory that you shouldn't play tug of war with your dog. Well, there are a lot of us who disagree with that. But there are rules. And one of the rules of playing tug with your dog is that your dog knows what the word leave it or off means. So that and the other side of that coin is take it. So that if you're playing tug of war with your dog and you're all done, or he's getting too wound up, or whatever your reason, you can say, pup, leave it or off, and he will drop the tug toy, and then you can say take it again, or whatever you decide. But the whole point is that it's a fun game. It's a great way to practice off. And look at this. I mean, I just think this dog is having such a good time. And that's what I want for you. I want you guys to all have a good time with your puppies. You know, have fun. That's it for this time.